currently in Hole of Masters. There's 11 days left in the season, and I'm 80th with the current score of 3,926. But today, we're going to climb the leaderboard with the goal of getting top 75, which is set at 4,030. Now, I can only play 5 matches because this is Sweat Series, but let's see if I can do it. Alright, it is officially time to lock in. In the spirit of locking in, I am premiering a new hat in today's video, so let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. First match of today's video, though, is on the map of Dino Graveyard with the strategy Dartling, Super Monkey, and Village. One of my favorite strategies for this map. It's just meta, I would say, or what? Not really meta. Maybe Ace Farm Engineer is slightly better, but it's one of the meta loadouts. It's very strong here. So yeah, Dartling start, of course. I will be getting Benjamin round 1. Opponent starting with Submarine, so maybe sub Ice Banana Farm on their end. Also, I definitely messed up my eco numbers. I kind of forgot what I was supposed to eco to. I think it's 262 with blue Bloons on round 1. Is technically what you're supposed to do with the Dartling and the Benjamin start, but that's fine. Opponent brought Jericho though, so sub Jericho is interesting, especially without the Jericho round 1 placement, which is a huge mistake in my opinion. You definitely want to be getting Jericho round 1. Jericho round 2 is being placed though, nicely done. Let's get our powerful art tier, and we'll just continue max ecoing. Alright. Should be a fun time. We'll see if I can go 5 for 5 in today's Sweat Series video, because as you guys know, Sweat Series is a series where I use some of the best loadouts in Bloons battles to try to teach you guys the most effective way to win. And I play 5 matches in every video. This is like, I think episode 27 or 28. I've been doing it for a while. So yeah, it's all in the YouTube playlist, by the way, as well. So if you want to see the previous videos, all located in the playlist. Okay, they got their airburst starts up though, so nicely done. That'll be able to defend early game. I don't think it's Sub Ice Banana Farm. I feel like Sub Ice Banana Farm 1 is kind of weird on this map because it's somewhat limited. Also, why am I setting Space Bloons? What am I doing? I need to lock in here. 1 is kind of weird on this map because this map has very limited subspace, but also Jericho's not really the hero people typically bring with that strategy as well. I think it's probably Bomb Sub Farm. It's more likely. But yeah, I need to just max eco here. We're going to eco load, not a farm loadout. I started ecoing like at a farm strategy and just that wasn't very good. Get green Bloons now. This Dartling should be able to handle until around 6 black Bloons, and then at that point I'll get a second Dartling on the field. We got Benjamin making me some income as well. Now, since they got their Jericho 1 round later than they should have, that means they are going to get the steal end of round 5, start of round 6, I think. So I want to avoid that steal, which means maybe save for another Dartling. There we go, avoid it. We're avoiding a good bit of this. That's good. We've avoided a couple ticks of that. I'm not sure how much they actually stole from me. A max steal is 250 from Jericho. I feel like that was probably maybe half of a max steal, or a little bit more than half, if I were to guess. So it's a decent avoidance. They got triple guns on their end. Does triple guns handle yellow Bloon spam, though? I feel like it doesn't. They go for an ice tower as well. So it is actually ice. Okay, so sub ice banana farm. Interesting. I did not think they would have ice with Jericho, but they do. That's fine. Ice will allow them to defend yellow Bloons for sure. What if I Bloon boost? Actually, they are struggling. Yeah, force tower boost on their end. I thought it would allow them to defend, but this honestly probably isn't the best map for the submarine defensively. And the opponent actually went for a plantation. Okay. I feel like I can pretty easily force an arm-piercing darts in there in the next round with some zebra Bloons, but also I can't over-eco, so maybe we don't try to do that. Because I do need to get defense on my own end too. Maybe a couple zebra Bloons. If they're not sending me region zebras, I can probably rush them a little. Oh, nope. They are sending me region zebras. Alright. Use this ability. We're good. This sells for 1750. Look at that up. We're chilling. Not a problem. Let's force the arm-piercing darts in their end. I think they're dead. They need arm-piercing darts against this. Let's go. Yeah, they got super aggressive, I guess, when they saw me use that Benjamin level 3 ability, but some counter pressure, because I already avoided my Hydrocopods, so why not? Was in order. Alright, not a good sign, though. We got one of my worst maps for the next one, Ports. I am going to go Ace Mortar Farm on this map, because I do believe it's not, maybe not meta, but it's one of the meta strategies. I think there's probably a couple strategies you can run on this map, and we both have win streaks. Alright, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. We will start with the Ace right here, of course. I think figure 8 pathing is the correct one. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to actually place the Ace a little bit more to the right, As you can see, their spot is slightly more to the right than mine, but hopefully it doesn't make that big of a difference. Also, I'm pretty sure I need to stop my eco here to get Jericho round 1. Jericho round 1 is super important. My opponent made a mistake last match not getting Jericho round 1. I don't want to make the same mistake. Oh wait, no, I could have sent a little bit more eco and still gotten him. That's fine. Okay. And now we just max eco. Let's go. Ace Mortar farm, though, is a fantastic strategy on this map. I think the two most popular strategies are both with Jericho, and that's Ace Mortar farm and Ace Alk Submarine. Both of them have their own arguments as to why they're good. But I think on a hard map like this, I typically do prefer the farm variant, as you should have a little bit more leeway with your strategy with farm. You can sell the farms to pressure them easily, and then you can keep your farms up and take it a little bit later if you want, so I like that variety, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Some Space Bloons. If they don't send me Space Bloons, I'm honestly fine just keeping one ace on our side. Normally what you do is you do 2 aces and then you sell 1 ace into a never miss. But in this case, when they're only sending group balloons, I think we might be able to do 1 ace into a never miss and save money on sell that way. That's my thought process. Well, now I'm kind of struggling against pink balloons though. I've already kind of committed myself to this route, however, so I'm going to stick with it. But pink balloons are deadly. This is where the 2 aces would be able to defend pretty easily. Probably should tower boost. That's fine. And then round 5, I can get the never miss up. Let's steal from them. 1 more eco boost, I get the never miss, and then we're chilling. Okay. Probably still would have been most optimal to do the 2 ace start, and then I wouldn't have needed a tower boost, but it's fine. And they're in there never miss up as well. Okay. So with them going BT and ace, I'm pretty sure my opponent's strategy is similar to mine. I think we both have banana farm here, but they are going alchemist instead of mortar, my guess would be. And they're gonna alch buff their never miss, and then use BT to supplement camo detection. The only problem though with their loadout right now, my guess is that BT only reveals camo inside of BTN's range, which on this map and their spot is not really that much of an area, so camo balloons could become a problem for my opponent, is my thought currently. If they're solely relying on BTN for camo detection, that is. We'll see though. This is probably a map where regular ETN's better than BTN in my opinion. Let's steal again from them. The steals are definitely going to add up. I think we got the first steal max, and the second steal, opponent's not really avoiding either, so max steals are going to add up a ton for us. Got a couple camo balloons early as well, which the opponent's going to leak because no camo detection until round 12 with BTN. And we will get this plantation here and 1 more eco boost. I should be able to outfarm them here pretty nicely. Alright, plantation, let's go. Love to see that. There's the alchemist. Okay, so I was correct in the alchemist guess. That's great. They're already buying the AMD on round 9, which is a little bit early, but I mean, respect to that. They want to be safe with it. Let's get burning stuff on my end. If this is a big rush here, probably just need a tower boost. Yeah, we have a huge eco lead on them. They haven't ecoed in a while, and we have a big farm lead too, so I mean, that's good. They're gonna buy 18 camo detection here, I think. There it is, we forced it. Okay. I'm kind of expecting to get rushed. Let's get camo detection on the ace, or the mortar. They haven't sent anything in forever, and they've got so much men in hand here. I'm definitely getting rushed. There's no way I'm not. Where's the rush, brother? You've been saving money since like round 10. Where is it? Oh, they actually go for a bank. Okay. Well then, I guess we're gonna rush them. I forced Bee Swarm and Alk buff. Alright. Well, they went for the bank, which is kind of unfortunate. I thought they were just gonna rush me with money. Let's rush again. And my second rush did absolutely nothing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in all honesty. I misplayed that pretty hard. I should have just farmed. I was so worried about them rushing me. And then just let them go for a bank. And all honesty though, the bank's like not like terrible. Because it's a late bank and it has the bottom cross path, which means it's going to cook very slowly. But that second rush was definitely just a waste of money. I should have just stopped rushing after I forced the stronger stimulant on their end. That would have been the best way for me to play it. We'll go to 1,000 eco and then I'm a full stop. Maybe 1,050 if I'm feeling generous. But I don't really like how I played that. That was not really optimal. I was too scared. Let's go for a second farm. Second ace. We got 2 tower boosts remaining, which is still pretty decent. If they don't continue rushing me, I think we'll sell a farm and try to get a banana research facility for round 20. That's my plan. Steal again. The steals are actually huge for us here. That's the one thing I like how this game's been going. My steals are piling up a ton. Piling up a ton of stolen cash. 4,000. So I need... There we go. BRF. We'll tower boost this. I should be fine here. Yep, we're good. Wait, are they dead? Camo Bloons? No, they're good. BTN is actually revealing camo enough in the area. I thought it would be doing a little bit more damage, but I guess not. Wait, are they dead? How many camos is that? No, that's not even that many. Okay. Another Moab. Let's go for that. Okay. I feel like it's likely they send me more rushes because they force that. I've got to be locked in here. Are they going to send me around 24 ceramics or something? What's their plan here? I force a Spectre, okay. That's what I want. They've got no farms now. Right? Are they going to rush me? Or am I just going to take the farm advantage and run with it? What's going to happen here? Currently, I'm feeling like taking that farm advantage and running with it. They don't defend DTs, by the way, with their current setup. And you can't really AMD buff the Spectre to defend DTs. It just, the uptime on it's awful with AMD. It attacks too fast. I've got to prepare myself for DTs. I can't really kill them with one DT, though, is the thing. They can tank it. They're dead, they're dead. They're dead. Let's go. Yes. Okay. I knew Poppin' would be able to defend them on my side, and I had money for the Poppin'. That was an interesting match. Don't really know how I would have played it differently. I was a little bit scared with the bank, but we ended up winning. I'm already top 75, but we're gonna play 3 more matches. Let's honestly push for... Let's push for top 70. We're still 70 either way from that, so I can do that. All right, next match for today's video, number 3. We are going the strategy of Dartling Ice Banana Farm on the map Oasis, one of my favorite maps for the strategy. It's a very good one as well. Opponent's going a good strategy too, though. Boomerang BTN is something that needs to be feared, ladies and gentlemen. Do not sleep on Boomerang BTN. Let me tell you, that strategy can be really strong. So let's try to get Pat round 1 first of all, which will be placed. Oh wait, I'm $4 off. No, I messed up my eco numbers. Okay, Pat round 2, I guess is what's going to happen. $4 off is a bit unfortunate. I don't think there's that many complications that happen with this strategy though. If you get Pat 1 round late, I'm hoping not. At least this way I can really focus on the Pat placement. We'll have him right there. And yeah, should be a fun time. I'm happy we got away with the ports victory because I often do lose my ports matches. That's, as I said earlier, one of my worst maps in the game. But we came away with a W. We're sending yellow balloons layered over with these reds. I'm also gonna balloon boost them. Yeah, their boomerang's on first. They end up tower boosting because of it. All right, I'll take that. And I'm gonna go for a banana farm on my end. Opponent actually just ended up getting a really early ricochet instead of trying to greed for a banana farm with the 202 boomerang. I like that. Are they going to an eco strategy? Wait a second. They're sending me blues. Wait a second. Eco strategy alert, possibly. Okay, here's a spot where having Pat round 1 does make a difference. I would have had the chilling cheer ability right now for these pink balloons. But now I'm gonna have to tank a lot of leaks, and if they end up balloon boosting at me, I'll probably just tower boost. But they're actually not balloon boosting, surprisingly. Okay, I'll just go for my Dartling now then. That could have been a good balloon boost spot for my opponent, I think. I'll take it. I'll get the chilling cheer ability for round 5 though, which is nice, so that can defend the initial white balloons, and then I'll get the powerful darts afterwards. But with the initial oh wait, no, actually sending me green balloons. Yeah, it is an eco strategy with Boomerang BTN, which is odd. Normally Boomerang BTN, I always say this in my videos, like, I feel like BTN and ETN are heroes that benefit farm a lot more than eco. Because eco strategies in general, when you have 3 towers picked defensively, you normally just don't have any camo balloon weakness with those 3 towers, right? Camo's pretty much covered most of the time. And because of that, one of the main aspects of the ETN type heroes is providing you camo protection that's kind of nullified. So it's like, the hero has less overall use, in my opinion. I guess we'll see what their actual loadout is, but most of the time with eco loads, there's just a better hero pick. In my humble opinion. Maybe they wanted a BTN for the life regain though. But most Boomerang strategies don't really GG around 40 either, so I don't know. Around 7 yellows. I might slowly get overrun by these, but I do have that pad ability available again, which can double the damage of my ice tower, so I think I'll use that now. And also make snow pad attacks slightly faster. Yeah, we're defending pretty easily, actually. Yellows are no problem. Dartling Ice Farm has some really cheap early game defense, so I can greed a lot with the banana farms. I like this. Definitely will try to pressure them, but once I get more glaives up and BT and camo protection, there's not really much else I can do. It is Boomerang Ninja, okay, so that's a pretty common combination. The question is to what's their third? And I really don't have a clue on that. Let's send some zebras their way. Or send zebras my way too. Let's crosspath my Dartling. Alright, they're gonna need to buy, like, use a bee swarm or something against these zebras. Or get more glaives up. This bro was getting overrun. They get flash bomb up. Okay, well, I guess that works. Wait, they're dead. Bloon boost. Are they dead? No way. Nice clutch, nice clutch. I thought they'll do something, to be honest. And they facepalmed me too after that. Flash bomb is a really interesting buy. I guess it's still then they don't have to buy a BT and camo protection the next round because they have camo covered with it, which is an interesting play. I kind of respect it. Waste of a balloon boost on my end though. I thought we'd be able to sneak balloons through the flash bomb stuns. That was my thought. All right, bank there. Ice tower should be able to clean up those leads. We're chilling. Literally chilling with the ice tower. Ice shards. And I do want to force some more glaives still. It shouldn't be that difficult for me to force some more glaives. I'm dead. No way I die against 1 lead balloon sneaking by. That's crazy. That's actually crazy to me. Man, that's such a dumb way to die. I thought the ice would just perma-stole it pretty much. Especially with the snow pad ability too, and snow pad on first. I don't know how they got through all of the attacks. I mean, I guess I should have just like tower boosted earlier or used my snow pad ability earlier. I don't know. I had 2 ice towers down and snow pad on first or strong targeting with snow pad ability too, and somehow a ceramic still did not get frozen there, which is kind of ridiculous to me. Maybe I just got unlucky with the attack timings. We'll see. We're going to YouTube NVG though for the next match, and they're going to Ace on this map, which is interesting. I don't actually think it's Ace Farm Engineer. I feel like that strategy would not work on a map like this. I don't really know what it is. Also, I definitely over-ecoed. I don't know what the eco number is with Dartling starting to Jericho. Yeah, that's a bad mistake. Knocking Jericho down round 1 is not what you want here. Opponent's going Jericho too. We're going to Dartling Alchemist Banana Farm, by the way. Pretty good strategy on this map. I enjoy it, but you gotta be really aggressive with this loadout, so missing round 1 Jericho placement is definitely quite the mistake. We'll get powerful darts here though, and 1 more eco boost, and that'll be the plan. Come on, powerful darts, please. And now we're good. Alright, so with us getting Jerichos at different timings, it's bad, but it's not awful. Like, the advantage they have can be nullified if I actually avoid their steals really well. So let's sell my farmer and try to avoid the end of round 4 steal on their end. I also am going to balloon boost pink balloons because I feel like this can force some solid leaks. I forced a tower boost right away. Okay, take that. Trading a tower boost for a balloon boost is always good, in my opinion. How am I going to avoid the steal? That's going to be difficult. Okay, it's going to happen in a second. I avoided most of that, I think. Or a good bit of it. I can't avoid this back end, unfortunately. We probably avoided 150 of that steal, I'd like to believe. I'm not sure. Which is still a decent steal avoidance, but it's not fantastic. Could have been better. They got their bomb race up, so nicely done there. That'll be able to defend everything. Let's upgrade my farm now. A steal from them. Hopefully this is a max steal. That's the plan. No, they avoided a good bit of my steal as well. Okay, well, nicely done. Upgrade the farm again. Well, is good. And then I guess we just save for plantation. I probably do need a second dartling on my end though, especially if they send me yellow balloons, so let's be careful. There's the yellow balloons. Second dartling. Tower boost. That's fine. Not a problem with me. They're stealing from me again. Avoid the steal. Okay, we avoided a good bit of that. I placed a second farm to avoid the steal, which isn't really the farming route I wanted to go for, but that's totally fine. I'm fine taking a slightly different farming route to get some good steal avoidance in. I don't think that's awful. Let's avoid their steal. Alchemist up top, on close targeting. And I guess we just start saving for the Hydro Rocket Pods. We should be fine against these zebras. Tower boost, because we're not fighting against the zebras. I thought we would be, in all honesty. I'm surprised that it struggled that much against that. Okay. Well then, I'm not in a good spot anymore. I think I need to get the second dartling cross path differently. Defend that. Oh wait, they already have never mess up. Yeah, I'm in such a bad spot, dude. What am I doing? On the bright side, we have a farm advantage, but I'm at 1 tower boost. The never miss? Does it have camo detection? I think it does. I see it dropping pineapples, okay. We're going against that. Alk buffed, Hydro Rocket Pods defends. That's the one good thing I've done this game. I'm still alive. We still have a big farm advantage. We just need to somehow survive here with 1 tower boost. I can't lose 2 games this video, or else I'm not going to finish top 75 at all. I think I need to win these last 2. I definitely did not need the buckshot there, but I'd rather play it safe. Avoid the steal. Okay, avoid the steal. Perfect. Good steal avoidance. I've got to get aggressive at them sometime soon here. Especially with their lack of farms, I feel like I can kill them if I send a good pressure. It's just what to send. Okay, we forced tower boost, that's good. I think I re-rush all out them. Is what I need to do. They might be dead here. Well, actually, no, they shred the ceramic inside. It's nicely done. We should be able to defend their rush, and they're dead. Let's go. Okay. Not a clean game. Kind of like my ports game, but we still took away the victory. You know, I feel like you never get clean games on those really difficult maps. Lots of times, scary stuff can happen, but we took away the win. All right, last match of today's video, guys. We got a Cyber Quincy versus Cyber Quincy matchup, and we are on the map of Koru, so I'm bringing Tac Mortar Farm today. Should be a pretty fun one. I am going to start with my man Cyber Quincy, of course, right about here. They're starting with Wizard, which is really weird. Okay. Wizard start is certainly a questionable option. I'm not sure how that'll end up playing out, but I guess Wizard Cyber Quincy could work, because Cyber Quincy does offer quite a bit of support. Do I go for a round 1 banana farm? I know it's very greedy, but it's also like, no, I definitely am not going to. They balloon boost at me. So we'll go for a tack shooter on my end. I'm fine taking a couple leaks. Yeah, round 1 banana farm is just not a good idea, especially on this map, I don't think. This map's too difficult. You can on some other maps with Cyber Quincy, but Koru, not really. I'm fine though with how that started because we did leak some lives, which Could have been avoided if I just started with attack shooter, but we also made my opponent use a balloon boost, so I'm honestly completely fine trading 34 lives for a balloon boost. I don't think that's necessarily a bad interaction. Okay, Yellow Bloons sent their way. Wizard, Banana Farm, Cyber Quincy. I'm feeling like they're going Wiz Ice Farm. There might be that one guy in Hall Masters who always goes Wiz Ice Farm. That's a possibility. We'll upgrade the farm quite a bit here. They're getting a Wizard in the back. Yeah, it looks like Wizard's going to be their early game defense. Alrighty. I'm going to keep upgrading this farm. 2-0-1 in the early game. And now I'll start upgrading my attack shooter, which just needs to be a blade shooter for round 5. Let's go with a Cyber Quincy ability here. Perfect. That's defending. And then I'll get blade shooter up starting as a 1-3-0, and I'll upgrade it to 2-4-0 or 2-3-0 on round 5. Now my opponent needs to get their 3rd tier wizard up this round too, so I'm expecting that upgrade to come out soon. Finally got my attack upgraded. Let's go. Where is it? They use rapid shot. Alright, and they get the wizard up. Nicely done. Pretty standard start. We're just gonna save for plantation now. We should go get the plantation quite a bit before they actually get their plantation up, because I already have Koru bot on my farm. And I'm pretty sure... Well, actually, I'm not sure what's cheaper. Their wizard might be cheaper than my blade shooter. If it's a 3-0-0 wizard. I don't know which one's more expensive. 2-3-0 blade or 3-0-0 wizard. But we were able to outfarm them the first couple of rounds, so I think we will get our plantation first. And actually, they're not even going to go for a plantation. They're going to go for a second farm. That's totally fine. Plantation on you. Nice. And I will spam purple balloons in the next round. Quincy can pop a bunch of purples, but they will need to get the ice tower down, which I'm assuming is their 3rd. It could be like bomb, though. I guess it could be bomb wizard farm. I need constants in these. Yeah. That will overrun. Quincy can't pop every single purple balloon layer down consistently. Right? Or maybe Quincy can, actually. The heck? Quincy is the GOAT. Low-key. I did not think Quincy was built like that. Alright, Quincy's just built different. Nicely done, Quincy. Oh crap, I am looking too much at their side. I'm not looking at my side when my opponent's rushing me. Alright. There's the ice tower. They're dead. They're spamming ice towers on their end. And they're dead. They needed to sell a farm and actually upgrade an ice tower there, I think. We took the win, though. Does that end us over top 75th place? It depends on if I got good amounts of elo or bad amounts from the previous games. And we did actually. Look at this, 71st. Okay, so yeah, that's not bad. Gained some elo in today's video. Definitely kind of threw a match, but it's totally fine. Round like out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.